Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, by Hashem HaKadosh, the bonds of the apostles, and else great millstone for teaching us his truth, peace, and blessings. The hopeful activism, Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, the Hebrew, by Hashem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Back in the lesson, it's going to be another MOTB update. As you already seen, the infrastructure and the foundation that's being laid out right before your very eyes, as well as how they are slowly conditioning and preparing people for this beast system, through their technology. As you're about to see within this video right here, MetaQuest, which is pretty much a VR headset somewhat, but now they're starting to make it to where you're able to clearly see out of it, but also see the hologram right in front of you, which you'll get right here. And we'll get one more video out the way, which is from a couple months ago, where you have this one paralyzed man is now able to walk. He pretty much already took similar technology to that of the Neuralink, as well as you see many other similar cases. Whereas the woman has I think something was implanted in her brain, where she's now able to pretty much speak, with her thoughts. It'll pop up on the TV, or a voice will come out for her, of what she's thinking or what she was wanting to say. So you're seeing the steps that are being taken and the progress that's being made. So the MOTB is right around the corner, and the proof cannot get any clearer. IUIC, and a few of these other Israelite camps, I want to push that the MOTB is a spiritual mark, and that's obviously not the case, especially when you look into the etymology of the word mark in Revelation 13:16, which goes into the word charagma in the Greek, which then goes into the word scratch and etching, showing you it's a physical mark. So we're going to play this real quick just to get out the way. Sorry if I'm kind of rambling, but we're going to play this real quick, get out the way, and then we'll get the other video and dump the scriptures. So play real quick. But as you pretty much see right here, he's able to clearly see out that headset, which I think Apple is creating similar technology to this right here. I think it's Apple Vision Pro, something to that effect. So similar to right here, where you're able to answer calls and see him in front of you, but as well as see clearly what's in front of you. And very soon they're going to start to move away from headsets and credit cards and all these different things, and move to a more digitized system. RFID C-hip, the Neuralink, which is the mark in the forehead. We already see the incentives that's going out, so-called benefits that you receive if you do take it, as well as Jake just wanting to hop on the next big thing. Because you also saw Elon Musk, years back, saying how you would be able to listen to music within your brain and all these different things, man. So a lot of people are going to be deceived and, led astray into taking this, man. And we were warning you through the Spirit and prayer, Yahweh Shema Shai, to stay away from it. Going back to Isaiah 62, which the Lord has said, a watchman among you, to warn you of these coming times, as well as to stay away from the Alright, there's that right there. I'm pretty sure, I think I got a copyright strike just from playing, that song right there, but, it is what it is. But this video I'm speaking of right here is the paralyzed man able to walk in with brain and spine implants. So people are going to see the benefits of, receiving and taking that Neuralink, the RFID chip. People are going to stray away from these low risk reward surgeries, if I'm saying that correctly. Where it's pretty much a high chance of failure. And a lot of people are going to see the Neuralink and the RFID chip as, something good, because as you see Elon Musk, spouting out all these different, benefits of the Neuralink. You're able to listen to music in your brain. People that are paralyzed, able to walk in. People that are blind, able to see. So a lot of people are going to hop on boards, and then you're going to see thousands upon thousands of people lining up to take it, man. And this is going to be a literal sight to see, because this is something that we're prophesying, through this prayer of Yahweh Shema Shai. And you're seeing the steps being taken, in order to reach that point.
It's picking up well.
For more than a decade, Gert-Jan Oskam has been trying to relearn to walk. A motorbike accident in his late 20s left him paralyzed from the hips down, changing his life forever. But now, Oskam is back on his feet, thanks to groundbreaking digital.
And you also see something similar over there in China, where they, have kids wearing pretty much like, somewhat similar like headsets, where it's able to track their brain waves to see if they're paying attention, and the parents receiving the instant, alert on their phone if their kid is slacking or not, their grades, whatever the case may be. Steps are being made.
Implants in his brain and his spine.
After 2 days, within 5 to 10 minutes, I could control my hips.
It works like this. When Oskam thinks about taking a step, a brain implant picks up the signals and sends them to a computer strapped to his back. The computer decodes it, then transmits the signal to a device in his spinal cord, triggering his legs to move. Scientists say it's like a digital bridge that bypasses the damaged part of his spine.
The patient has first to learn how to work with his brain signals, and we also have to learn how to correlate this brain signal to the spinal cord stimulation.
Scientists were shocked to find it may have helped close the gap in his nervous system.
I'm here.
In less than a year, Oskam gained the ability to walk with crutches even when the device is turned off. Life-changing abilities he didn't have after a previous experimental implant, which only let him take a few clunky steps.
I am in full control of what the stimulation does. And that gives me a lot of freedom.
And he says freedom. When these doubles are gonna, take that away. Which, when you go into there's certain articles, which I made a lesson going into a few weeks ago, where that information was brought up once again, dealing with all these different monkeys that were killed during those trials that were ran, on those monkeys. And you can imagine the type of wicked things doubles did and performed, on those poor animals. See what can, kill it the fastest, what can switch its brain off, what can control its left arm, what can make it walk, whatever the case may be. These are the type of things that these doubles are going to do to you. Just how you have people C-hipping their dogs, their cats, as well as branding cows. And why did they do that? To show that they have ownership over those animals. To show that it's theirs. And it's what they're wanting to do to you. But it goes right over Jake's head. Come on, man. You can see holograms in front of you. You can listen to music in your brain. I don't have to carry my phone, my laptop, cash, credit cards anymore. Because they're also going to push, the name of convenience. You already know how lazy people are in Babylon the Great. So people are going to see something that, make the line go faster. Whatever the case may be. People are going to hop right along with it. Because there was this video came out a while back where someone got, I think it was an app on their phone, where they're pretty much able to, skip the lines and just pay for whatever they got and, walk straight out. Kind of like a fast pass that you see at Disney World, We're pretty much able to skip the line. So a lot of people want to see the benefits of it. But 2 Corinthians 2:11 to get these scriptures out the way, and that'll be a lesson. It's like kind of ramble a little bit, but what's something to point across. Now it says, "Let Satan take advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices." So we see what this devil's playing at and what he's trying to do. Because he also puts his plans, within the movies, the cartoons, and the TV shows of, what he wants to bring out, which you'll also see within the show Black Mirror, and a few others. Also this cartoon that pretty much showed the MOTB. So as people also go into how their own mouth shall condemn thee, and their own tongue shall fall upon themselves. Now the Revelation 13:16, which is one of the main scriptures you should know by now, especially in these times that we are heading into. Now it says, "And they caused those small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And as I mentioned near the beginning of the lesson, when you go into that word mark in the Greek, goes into the word charagma, which then goes into the word etch and scratch, showing you that it's a physical mark. And these other guys that are pushing that the MOTB is a spiritual mark, that sin itself It just doesn't make sense, because they still have not explained the 17th verse, which we'll go back up top and read verse 16, but we'll finish verse 17 before that. And then no man might buy or sell, save he that the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. So how are you going to buy and sell with a spiritual mark? You're not going to go inside Walmart, buy a 80 foot, like, can we speak, an 80-inch flat screen TV saying that you're a Christian and walk right out the door. That's not how it works. You know, you need to have a physical mark within your hand, your forehead, whatever the case may be. Now read verse 16 one more time. And he called over some rich, poor, free, and bond to receive a mark on their right hand or in their foreheads. As you're seeing Elon Musk creating the Neuralink, which they already begun. Human trials, which I think Elon Musk, a few weeks ago was looking for people to do trials on, which pretty much already guaranteed. They're already doing it behind the scenes, but they're getting ready to roll this thing out, which is the only main point. And also how a choice will have to be made, because you won't be able to live a so-called normal life without receiving that charagma. As you had a few months back, the WF come out and said that you won't be able to participate in society if you pretty much don't have that charagma, that MOTB. So a choice has to be made, man, and only one of them is correct. And then you're going to have many of our people that's going to choose so-called life on this side, when in reality you chose death by receiving that charagma, by taking the so-called easy way out. But those that have denied the MOTB, that didn't take it, that didn't bend the knee, chose so-called death, but in reality we chose life, man, by denying that MOTB. For standing stiffly and boldly for Yahweh Shemal Shai, which is the only correct choice. Now let's go into Isaiah 10:1. Now it says, woe unto the decree and righteous decrees and that right grease which they have prescribed, going to draconian and harsh like laws that these devils are going to implement and push out in order to force your hand. As I mentioned a few times already, a choice will have to be made, and only one of them is correct. And what's in choosing so-called life on this side, you chose death. And choosing so-called death on this side by denying MOTB, we chose life, man, once again. As it won't in the decree and righteous decrees, and that right grievance which they have prescribed, you already saw with the juice, the mandate they had with that. Brothers were willing and ready to lose their jobs to deny that juice. And you had many of our people that pretty much already failed the pop quiz. That failed the the study guide. That teachers will usually give you to prepare you for the test. And a lot of our people already failed that already. But let's get these last couple scriptures I got, and that'll be the lesson. Don't want to make this a super big lesson. Now, 2 Thessalonians 2:9, even him who's coming after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Once again, these devils are working on the left-hand side. Performing miracles on the left-hand side through the technology, dealing with the MOTB, the Neuralink, and how people are going to be able to walk that were once paralyzed. People are going to be able to see that were once blind. So a lot of people are going to see the benefits in that, man. Matthew 24 and 24 to end that point. For there shall rise false anointing and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that for possible they should deceive the very elect, but it's impossible to deceive the Lord's elect. Because Yahweh Shai is only dealing with a small remnant. And what's in that's his elect, which he revealed this word and his understanding unto. As many scriptures going to be, is given to you to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High, or heaven, paraphrasing. Many other scriptures also to go along with it. Should the Lord do nothing but reveal the secrets unto his servants the prophets, paraphrasing. Just want to mention those few scriptures, but these last few, Isaiah 14:9-10. Now it says, where was that? I think in Revelations 14:9-10, Slovakia. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Now it says, and third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image. And how do you do that? By receiving that mark. You know, by you bowing down, bending the knee, taking that charagma, pretty much goes to show that you're making Esau Edom your God. That you are in agreement with the things that was going to do and is doing. And receives the mark on his forehead or in his hand. As you see, a lot of people try to twist Revelation 13:16, saying, what if I take it in my left hand since it says in my right hand? Either hand you take it in, you're going to be destroyed, man. And those that want to tempt Yahweh Bashim Shai, try to sell it around prophecy and what's written, you're going to be destroyed, man. Simple as that. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. That fire and brimstone is going to be that thermonuclear fire, which Yahweh Shema Shai is going to barrage this place with. That Lamb being Yahweh Shai, as you see on the bottom. But let's close it out, Revelation 3:10. But those that endure, that remain faithful, that continue to believe and trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, especially when we're faced with death, the Lord got us. Because I was kept with one of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is mainly going to be when the MOTB is presented in front of us. The Lord's going to keep us from that, man. Now it says, keep them from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So the Lord's going to keep us during those times. And we need to pray to Yahweh Hashem Shai to keep his spirit upon us, man. You know, in the midst of all this chaos that's getting ready to erupt, you know, when all hell breaks loose. So let's keep in Isaiah 33:6, Psalm 91, you know, how this truth had to be thy shield and buckler, and you know, how this Isaiah 33:6, how wisdom now shall be the stability of thy times. You know? So I was going to show the importance of this truth, you know, having this understanding. But your purpose made point already. You know, Lord's life is edifying. Lord, I got the point across. I do want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Bashim Shah, Bashim Dash, the bunch of the apostles, and else great millstone for teaching us his truth, peace, and blessings. To the hopeful elect of Israel, Shalom. See you next one, Lord willing.